No.
We live, bro.
All righty. Peace and greetings to you all. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hasan Ghazi Bay here in Morocco at Northwest Mexico. How are you? Guys, happy Holy Venus degree, guys. Welcome to our Impromptu Improv. We are now here presenting Clock of Destiny Book 2. Certificate number AA209316. All right. And I am here, of course, with our magnificent and beloved brother, whom well pleased, brother Sean Aleem L, of course. And guys, we're just going to cut right to the chase. We're just going to knock some things out and still, doing our best to put things in the works. Eventually I will communicate at least by text with brother Taj and see what we can do and facilitate and having a conversation about the how. And, again, I know with the things that I say and things that I've said, some people are going to blow it out of proportion when I'm just really just saying, I know a sheik is a trustee, period. And it's just time for us to respectfully, however, assertively, have the sheiks who are trustees. They're taking a position of sheik, which means trustee, to demonstrate what it is that they're speaking on. Okay, that's just where it is. All right. So with that being said, and I like to have that conversation about demonstration. That's just it. That's just all. And I trust it will facilitate in bringing us together and people eliminating their hate for Prophet Noble Drew Ali, which is really why these people want to put on feathers or not wear a fez at all, but act like they're a chief of something. I'm Chief Bonneville or something, or Chief Grand Dam, Black and Mild Bay is what I see. But anyway, with that being said, guys, we're going to do our invocation, and I'm just going to go and screen share here immediately so we can just knock out what we're doing. We're only going to do up from to the cover of Clock of Destiny Book 2 to the introduction. All right, and that's all we're going to go over today. All right, so we're here at Moor's Holy Temple of Science, Administrative Functions, pages 48 and 49. Of course, on page 48, handsomely standing Dugard and his Moor Sharif Fez and Abaz, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And Brother Sean Ali Mel is going to start us out with our invocation in here. Turn to Moorish American prayer. You can extend all 5 appendages on the left hand, just the index and middle on the right. And we're going to face east, all righty, facing east, which metaphysically denotes going within. And we're going to stand on a 45-degree angle as we stand east with 5 on the left, 4 on the right. Repeat after Brother Sean, either aloud or in our hearts. Islam.
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 Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
The Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
My guide.
And my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night.
By night.
And by day.
And by day.
Through his holy prophet.
Through his holy prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew Ali.
Amen.
Amen. All righty, guys. First letter to be read in every meeting is here in the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, Administrative Functions, pages 84 and 85. The following is a letter written by Prophet Noble Drew Ali on the 18th day of January, 1928, Anno Domini. He commanded that it be read before every meeting. Moorish Science Temple of America, Home Office, 3603 Indiana Avenue, Noble Drew Ali, founder, Chicago, Illinois, January 18th, 1929, to be proclaimed in every meeting. Dear brother, Islam. I'm glad to know that I have few faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There's a host of jealousy, quote unquote, about me in the movement now by the same people of our side of the nation that claim it was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they have found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as an American citizen, they are working every scheme that they can to disqualify me so they themselves may take charge of the situation. I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and uplifting funds. The ones that paid their divine respect to me and the movement will be remembered. That is why I'm calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your divine Moorish movement. I need finance and I need it bad. Never before have I needed finance as badly as I do at present. That I may shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my, quote, fame and nobility, end quote, period. The nations of the world will not recognize the movement without me, the prophet, being the head. It has been proven by my work in which I have performed in the last few months, because I was at the governor's inauguration to represent the Moorish divine and national movement, and I will be at the inauguration of President Hoover for the same cause. Noble Drew Ali. Second letter to be read in every meeting is within our Moorish literature, excerpts from the Moorish Guide newspaper. Again, on page 12, we see handsomely standing Dugard in his Moorish Sharpie's Fez and Abad's Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And we yield the floor to Brother Sean Alino as he goes in on page 13. I yield.
Divine warning by the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Prophet warns all Muslim. Governors ordered to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet, or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement, will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways. By order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali.
Islam. All righty, guys, let's get right into it. Peaceful greeting to you all. Brother Derek Blash says, happy Holy Venus degree, Brother Hasan and Brother Sean. Indeed, happy Holy Venus degree to you, Brother Derek, and to Mother Janelle Blash L. She says, peace and love. Zion Law School, they say Islam and Shalawama, which in my studies so far, Shalawama is peace be unto ye, right? So now we're going into Clock of Destiny book 2 here, all right. So Clock of Destiny volume 2, your master key of civilization, especially for initiated Masons and Eastern Stars, 3rd, 32nd, and 33rd degrees. Valuable stones come in small packages. If you are afraid of the truth, beware of this book. Brief table of contents that we have here, right? Great Seal of the Moorish Nations on page 13. Birthrights of the Moorish Nation referred to as Negroes, right? Jew, white people, Indian, African, and West Indian. Those are on pages 18, 19, and 20. Moorish Geography of the Natural Zodiac is on page 23. King Solomon and the Origin of the Term Mason is on page 36. The Moorish Latin alphabet and electronic color code page is on it's page 41. How the days of the strong, right, or the weak, right, we like to say strong, got their names. That's on page 42. Marrano is the title of the Moorish half-breed Ishmael, white quote-unquote tribes who named themselves Jews after the Union of 1863. Israel it's on page 42. All righty. And as you can see here, Clock of Destiny, copyrighted 1947 by Charles Mosley Bay, CM Bay. All rights reserved. And you guys are seeing our Great Seal Water Trinity here, right? And see both at the top right-hand corner, both legs of the compass are in front of the square. That's a Master Mason's, acknowledgement with both legs in front of the square. And as we see that Great Seal water trinity, right? Which who's the chief cornerstone? Go Cancer. Go. Okay, I just wanted to kind of do that just a little bit, but it's all good, right? But that's that's our Great Seal, period. All righty, Great Seal water trinity. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let there be light. Knowledge is power. Valuable stones come in small packages. Another valuable book of interest by C.M. Bay is Circle of Life, which I have behind me also. All right. Clock of Destiny, your master key of civilization, Manassas. And as usual, we will yield the floor to Brother Sean Alimel as he goes in, and I will just do my serious member kind of ad-libbing. And with that, Mother Sahara says, Happy Holy Venus degree, everyone. Indeed, beloved Mother, Happy Holy Venus
degree, Mother.
And we yield the floor to Brother Sean Alimel, Islam.
All right. Manassas is a lost tribe of Israel. This lost tribe comprised the English people and the white people, quote unquote, of the U.S.A. and Australia, the French and the so-called Jewish people, plus the Negro, quote unquote, of the U.S.A., including the Muslims and Muslims.
Look at that. Look at that. That just kind of just rings. Everybody on the planet is a Moor, because being moored means the ovum moored, which means attached itself to the endometrium, which lines mother's uterus, awaiting that defibrillation, right? That electrical energy that we are saying is induced, right? That's what we are all like, well, it takes the sperm to, all it's providing is, defibrillatory energy to spark what we see or find out to be a heartbeat within that ovum. And that would then, someone would be like, I'm with child, right? A mother would be saying, and only a real mother, that's, a real woman, not none of these, retarded people that, got this trans thinking. That's a psychological problem. However, yeah, guys, this is what this is. It's just showing you that everyone is technically Moors. Technically. However, for me, when it comes to the ones that are copper toned, I just think that there's that's your copper tone mother is the mother, period, of all on the planet. All righty, I yield.
All right. All of this divided people are idolatry, God worshippers of mysticism and mythology. They oppose the Moabite and Moorish science of the 12 signs of the zodiac as a result of their beliefs in mythology, ism, and idol god worship.
Yeah, that's why I don't get into that. Islamism, I don't get into that. And I get it. A lot of Moors have not yet rehabilitated or gotten through that level. But Islamism is not actually a great thing. Well, it says in our 101, said, what is our religion? And it says Islamism in the 101, but that is to get you to go back to the mindset of where you fell in the midst of your all-time low morally, so then you can correct yourself from that point and get out of the isms. Are you?
Mm-hmm. The truth needs no apology, so fear ye not. If you are not ready for truth, close this book, log off the live, shut down your YouTube, and don't read or listen any further. The author, C.M. Bay, Ph.D., LLD, 33rd, 306th degree Master Mason, Free Moorish Master Astrologer, and Moorish Constitution Lawgiver. All rights reserved, copyrighted 1947, revised, 1951 through 1973.
All righty.
Y'all still here? Y'all must want this truth then.
Indeed. I'm still seeing 7, right? All right, so Brother Sean just read that again. However, look, isonomy, right? Isonomy, right? equal rights for everyone under the law, not the 14th Amendment, equal protection under the law. Because I'm going to say straight up, for Moorish Americans, Prophet Noble Drew Ali is expressed. The 14th and 15th Amendment are not for the salvation of my people. So we're not subscribing to equal protection under the law according to the 14th Amendment. We're not going to use that. Anyone using that is not in harmony with what our lessons are, respectfully. So we don't deal with equal protection under the law. All we're dealing with is going to be full faith and credit, as it is in Article 4, instead of equal protection under the law, because that's for 14th Amendment corporate entities. I yield the floor, Brother Sean Islam.
All right, introduction. Truth cannot be altered, and therefore needs no apology, and neither doctrine, so fear not. E pluribus unum, Latin, meaning one nation of many races.
Yeah, and the E is actually a shortening of the word ex, which is spelled EX. So it's really ex pluribus unum. Ex pluribus unum is really what it is. Because normally you would see the E with a period, which means it's an abbreviation. But people are trying to use like, well, that's 13 letters. And so, well, it's really 14. It's just the X has been X'd. It's not there. So e pluribus unum, but it's ex pluribus unum. All right, I yield.
All right, white man, quote unquote, Moors, Chief Tall Man Dan, Chief Black Thunder, and Chief Two Guns, White Cow.
Two guns. Oh, go ahead, I yield.
Two Guns, and the White Cow. All right, we're Eric's. The red-skinned Irish, this is in a quote, Irish, German, Dutch, Scots, and English and French. End quote, one of the Amazon Valley.
So, quote unquote, white men Moors. How did Brother Hasan say? Some people earlier was probably losing their shit. Hold on, we're all Moors, even the pale skin? Yeah. Because again, like I told you, it's based on it's based on the ovum being moored to the endometrium, which lines mother's uterus. That's where this comes from. It's not political. All right. It's what I said, man. When we really do study, we get out of beliefs and guests, right? I guess Chief Two Guns White Calf, instead of being titty boy, he would be utter boy. Because that's right. That's the teat of the calves, of the cows, udders. Okay, anyway, I just thought that was funny. Go ahead, I yield. Chief Two Guns White Calf, utter boy. Go ahead, I yield.
Right. On the Buffalo nickel wore the Moorish star and crescent, and the circle of the zodiac with the Moorish swastika.
The Moorish swastika, right? Moorish swastika. Swastika denoting
brother.
the good being.
Brother, didn't that one dude, what was his name? Hitler, didn't he bring out that swastika? Hold on. What you mean
the man with Prophet Noble Drew Ali's mustache?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, because he was really, see, this is what people don't recognize about that Hitler character. You know, whoever he was, he definitely honored Prophet Noble Drew Ali, you know. So, and we weren't there to witness whatever it was that he was doing, but I know he was definitely about nationality. Now, we don't know if the way he did it, because you got to remember, guys, a lot of us weren't there. And so, you know, a lot of stuff, you know, we get fed and that could possibly, it's either true or it's propaganda. The only thing I'm pointing out is the fact that he was about nationality. He was about pointing out those that are faking as if they have something going on as far as their nationality is concerned. And technically, Hitler, that's not a Hitler mustache. Hitler was fashioning his mustache after Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Period. Usually people of some type of prominent position or status, princes, kings, all that, they have very distinct mustaches. They're either like what Hitler did in, you know, having, you know, his version of Prophet Noble Drew Ali's mustache, or they do it really thin across the top lip also. That's another sign. This is somebody who has a certain knowledge or mindset, usually, when you check history. I yield. Check the time the time past recorded. Let me say that instead of history. Go ahead, I yield, bro. The swastika.
The swastika represents, let's see, the square of an angle of 90 degrees, east, west, north, and south. The names such as Mormon, Muhammad, and Mohawk were derived from the name Moor. The Moorish nation and the Amazon redskin white, quote unquote, peoples have been well blended, flavored, and beautified, or should they say seasoned to perfection through a long process of cross-sexual relation.
So it's been happening. There's been this cross-sexual relation that's been happening. Been happening. I yield.
Therefore, the 150 million inhabitants of the U.S.A. constitute the Moorish nation of the North Gate, who must be redeemed and civilized by the Moorish universal scientific law of the 12 signs of the zodiac before the world can enjoy peace.
That's why that's highlighted and it's going to stay highlighted. Period. That's why I said this isn't about the copper tone is better than the pale skin. I put stuff in order. The copper tones are first. Then we brought about the pale skin, which is actually the Amazon red skin, quote unquote, white people. They're not white. And you copper tone beings, you olive shade skin beings are not black. So we need to comprehend why it's the Moorish nation too, because once you blend with us, pale skin, you can only be us. It's just that instead of being Moors, you're Moorish subjects. And there's no way out. The blending back has to happen, actually. It has to. So shout out to those brothers that take on Albion daughters. And those Moorish mothers that take on Albion sons, especially if they at least those Albion sons have the Moorish mark, some type of dark, quote unquote, type of colored hair, maybe black hair, brown eyes. I think you'll fare better to a certain extent in bringing little ones forth, as opposed to those that may be the blonde-haired, blue-eyed ones, which are a little more genetically further away from the goal. Let me say that. All righty. I yield.
All right. It is impossible for civilization and peace to be achieved by force of arms, violence, and war. Only uncivilized peoples have to rely on force and weapons of human destruction for their protection.
Look at that. It's highlighted for a great reason, guys. It is highlighted for a great reason. So you guys can really accept this thing, man. You ain't got to go be a part of some butt buddy swearing oath on the penalty of death organization that think they know something, because they don't. They really don't. I'm a Prince Hall Mason. You're an idiot. You're clandestine. I only maybe came across one brother that seemed to be, he's in that organization, but he seemed like he's at least he's able to have a conversation on the square. But that's because I think technically, since he's near the North Carolina State Republic, he probably ran into the brother that called himself Dr. Aleem, right? And so they have certain conversations, and you can tell that, people have exchanged certain information or whatever. So I'm not crediting anyone, because I don't think there's an El Bay family type situation. I just pick one, either your El or your Bay. Just pick one. Anyway, go ahead. I yield, bro.
All right. When the heads of a governmental society have to endeavor to enact a law to force its citizens to recognize and equally respect the loyal, dark, and brown-skinned masses of humanity as equal human beings like themselves, then the citizens of that government society are definitely not civilized.
They're not civilized. So you sitting out here talking about your someone who is you know, I'm this being of this political party and that and those people over there. If you're not talking like these clock of destinies, you're not civilized. All righty. So there's no point of having a conversation with you at all. Actually, to even entertain having a conversation with you is just almost like I'll be better off talking to 9-month-olds that are learning the English language. I'll probably have a much better conversation with 9-month-olds than grown beings who have belief systems and political opinions with that are absent of what we're reading here. There's no point even talking to them. I yield, bro.
All right, when the educators
Facts
of
cannot be
said,
altered.
what'd you say, bro?
Facts cannot be altered.
Oh yeah, there we go. Facts cannot be altered and therefore need no apology.
Indeed, I yield.
When the educators of the said governmental union society are afraid to teach the necessary truth, then the educators and citizens are definitely economic and social slaves, and therefore cannot be free master masons and Eastern stars.
So these people out here that's bragging about their Prince Hall Masons and their Eastern Stars because they part of this Greek life society, they're part of the 3-letter organization or the 4-letter organization. You are economic and social slaves, feigning like you have some knowledge and probably mad at me that I'm saying what I'm saying right now. However, I get it. You're allergic to the truth. It irritates you like, oh no, the truth. Oh, I gotta wash my ears out. The truth has entered them. I get it. You'll get over yourselves though. You will. And you're welcome because your worshipful masters aren't even sharing this with you. And you're welcome because 9 times out of 10 they got it from us anyway. I yield, bro. Islam.
Islam. Therefore, it is my and 7HealStar's moral duty as a free Moorish American Master Mason to clearly explain the necessary truth in order that the unfortunate slaves of this great Moorish nation might be set free and thus become in reality free Master Masons and Eastern Stars.
Period. There's no other way to do it. And I still see I got masonry there where, because I remember one time I had to show people, like, don't you see the whole sun in the womb of Mary right there? So just kind of giving you some things there. But anyway, I yield, bro. Do you know?
Do you know of any being that's superior to you and your mother?
There's no one superior to you and your mother. it's no one who's thinking they have some authority over you. There is no one that has authority over you at all. Well, that's not what the police think. They're uncivilized. Did we just read about having to be under the force of arms and stuff right here? Then we just read that? Like, come on, man, they're uncivilized. Anybody that's got on titty metal, a uniform, and a Glock 40, titty metal is what they call a badge. They're not civilized. Because they're going to be like, I'm just doing my job. Ooga booga, doing my job. They're uncivilized. I yield.
Mm-hmm. Well, you might acquaint yourself with the 333. 3 goes into 9 3 times, which equals the 3rd and 33rd degrees, meaning 9 months from conception to birth. 3 times 3 equals 9. The 3 threes. The letter I corresponds with the golden number 9, which makes you and me the great I, the first supreme law and 3rd, 33rd, and 360 degrees freeborn master masons and Eastern stars, and therefore cannot be made over again.
So all you clandestine, uncivilized people, I go to the lodge, brother. I'm a traveling man. I'll never be able to speak masonry to you, brother. I'm true to my obligation. You are already a freeborn master mason and Eastern Star, brother and sister, and therefore you don't need to be made over again. However, you're uncivilized. And you sat in there and you've made yourself think that now you are reaching some point of civilization by being a butt buddy brother or a twat scissoring sister. Woo, man. Hold on, brother Sean. I gotta let my tassel, which moves freely around my fez, do what it do to just show you I'm not pinned down at 33 degrees. There's no penalties for me or my brothers to speak how we speak. And I get it. It makes a lot of you clandestine, uncivilized, unconscious Moorish beings that think you're someone. I'm a Prince Hall Mason. I'm an Eastern Star. How long have you had that problem of hating yourself? Just curious. How long? How long? Because it's not even Prince Hall, it's Apprentice Hall. That's what it actually is. And in the Apprentice Hall, you're supposed to be learning what 7HealStar has been sharing freely. And again, I think this is the part where I say, you're welcome. I yield, bro. Islam.
Oh, man, don't y'all remember a couple years ago when everybody was talking about ISIS? Y'all remember that? I do. Right? They said, oh my God, is ISIS doing this? ISIS doing that. So ISIS equals woman, moon, and earth. The triangle that we showed earlier, the 3-in-1 powers of infinite creation of children, water, and plant life, food stuff, life, and existence. The double-headed eagle represents the sun on the equator, 29 degrees in the 6th sign Virgo, and the 6th sign Virgo of the zodiac, and no degrees in the 7th sign Libra on September 23rd and 24th, which occurs every year in Brazil, South America, 180 degrees east longitude and 0.
So to you people in those Masonic orders talking about, oh, the double-headed eagle, oh, that's the one of the jewels for the sovereign grand inspector general. It's 33rd degree of masonry. That's it, 33 degrees? That's all you got? Because I at least have 720, right? We got 360 around here, and there's another 360 up here. So that's 720. And look, again, it's not pinned down at 33. Oh man, but yeah, that's one of the jewels they give. Remember, if you guys go back and look at our Veritas series, we go in on that, talking about the double-headed eagle, right? And actually, it's in the Masonic Bible that we have in Prophet Noble Drew Ali University. All you got to do is type Masonic, or just type MAS in the Masonic Bible. Will pop up, and all the degrees are outlined in the Masonic Bible. There you go. You're welcome again. Okay, we yield, bro. Thus, the U.S.A.
Thus, the U.S.A. Canada, and oh yeah, this gonna break them right here. And West Indies lie in the Far East, according to the Zodiac Universal Map of the Moorish Nation, the measurement of man's progress.
But I thought this was the West, man. It's the West. How's it the Far East? It's the Far East. Because remember, if you don't like truth, then
hog out. Close the book. Stop the YouTube presentation.
Turn your phone off. Go look at cat videos or something. Or booty rocking everywhere. Maybe that's what you need. Because
rocking everywhere, rocking everywhere.
Because here we're talking the truth. Brother Dark Blash Bay says, laughing out loud. Keep it real. Yeah, indeed. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
I close this because I want the truth. Get it away. Don't bring it back to me.
Get it away. Okay, go ahead. I hear.
All right. Man, too. And man, when I even looked, which I got those PDF pages ready too. Just looking at the wise men, right, in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. But thus, instead of us expecting the wise men of the said Far East of the said Far East abroad to come here to liberate or redeem the world, it is in reality the peoples and the U.S.A. the Far East, who shall redeem or liberate themselves by the 12 signs of the zodiac.
Yeah, that's the mystery of the Silent Brotherhood of the East. Because remember, every time we do our invocation in, our invocation out, and I say we're facing east, and east metaphysically denotes within. This is more connective evidence. And again, you're welcome. I yield.
All right. They then would liberate the rest of humanity abroad by it, rather than by the force of arms, tanks, atomic bombs, jet planes, and the missionary doctrine of religion, which has already served its purpose and zero.
Which means it's bullshit. All you need is the universal law of nature as shown in the 12 signs of the zodiac. That's it. I don't know why we keep fooling ourselves. I yield.
Force of arms and the American religion spell total defeats.
Any questions, comments, and or suggestions? Questions, comments, and or suggestions going once. I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. As you can see, next Friday we'll go in on religion is for ignorant people who cannot read. I am an informer. The truth will enable the reader to reform himself. Right. And when he's saying religion, he's talking about like that religious mythology called dogma. He's talking about the dogma. Right. The dogma and the dogma alone. All righty. So, because real religion is binding yourself back to the principles of your ancient foremothers and forefathers so that your days may belong upon the earth land. And again, we know that C.M. Bay, as Prophet Noble Ali, was also speaking to an ignorant people who needs to be liberated and reformed because they're at an all-time low morally during these times. And there are some of you that during these times now are still there because you're just in denial. However, we will come back and read that next Friday. Questions, comments, and no suggestions going twiz eyes, Brother Sean. Anything?
Ooh, to the wee. Yeah. Man, that's all I can really say because, people will argue about everything else. It's like always about problems, but not about solutions. And then, as like Brother Corey had kind of like mentioned about the roots, people are arguing about the branches, but what's the roots of the problem? And arguing about crayons and religion, all these other things that are just distractions that are not helping solve anything. So it's like there's this endless loop of nothing happening because the actual truth is being overlooked and not expressed. So it's like, hey man, I'm gonna keep doing this hamster wheel of running of distractions and things to keep you from seeing what needs to be seen and the things that need to be done in order to really bring back peace and equilibrium to the earth. As CM Bay said, anything with force of arms and all that spells total defeat. And what do we see all day? Force of arms, arguing about this, and they're not even really making nothing clear. So, it's evident what's this coming back to. But for those who are, looking for actual peace, then yes, y'all should be looking within and spreading the truth and putting away things that are lies that you have came to believe, such as those beliefs. And yes, you might have to get mad and feel some kind of way because what you thought was true wasn't true. It only made you a social and economic slave. But do you have that willpower to put those beliefs away and step into the truth?
Islam, schedule your mirror astro literacy sessions with I, Brother Hasan Ghazi Obey, and get your mental magician report from our beloved brother, in whom we're well pleased, Brother Sean Ali Mel. You need both of them, guys. So adjust your budgeting accordingly because that is not us chasing the bag as much as it is you showing your token of appreciation for our energy that we give to do what it is that we do here. And, there's still the buddy pass where you guys bring yourself and someone else, when instead of the $250 for one being joining TUPAC, which is the Universally Professional Astrology Community, for a lifetime, you have to bring a buddy though, and you guys give $125 each, and we will honor you guys being members for a lifetime, where you will get your hands on quite a few things. Even tomorrow, we're having TUPAC meeting, as we do, at 12 Eastern, as we always do, from 12 Eastern to 2 p.m. Eastern. All righty, so from 1200 hours to 1400 hours. If you want to sneak peek it and see what it's like, and you're like, I just kind of want to see, I just want to see what it is, then just give 40. If you don't have a student card, if you do have a student card, then just give 25, and we'll let you come in, check out a sneak peek. And with that 40 without a student card, and 25 with a student card, it'll at least allow you to get access to that one video that you were present for. All right, we just would need your email so that we can make you have access to that within the Google Drive. This is where I am Brother Sean for our questions, comments, and or suggestions going thrice. If you guys have anything to say in the chat now, you can, or you want to say it later, or you guys come and check this out later, you can. Thank you all for reaching out to Dr. G. We were able to speak with her. We have had, got the green light to converse with Brother Taj, at least by text first, to kind of let him know our intentions and things of that nature. And I trust soon we'll be able to facilitate having Brother Taj join us via Zoom for however long we can, get him to speak. And we just have a real conversation. Again, it's not a witch hunt for Brother Taj, as really as much as just the speak on the how. We got a lot of what. We're going to speak on the how. And I got to admit, we got some things that we already have lined up that we're going to speak on, and some documentation that we're going to bring up also, and really knock these things out for concept corrective purposes, so we can stop doing processes and really focus on what the civics is, and just hold people to who they are in their dissolved public trustee positions, actually. With that being said, this is where I and Brother Sean say, be yourselves and
donate and show some love.
Indeed. So you know that the Cash Apps will be in the description. However, you can go and check previous lives, like the one from Sunday or last Friday, and you'll see our respective Cash Apps in there, and donate. All right, be yourselves and donate. We're going to do our invocation now. We're going to extend all 5 appendages on the left hand, just the index and middle on the right, standing with our feet on a 45-degree angle as we face east, which metaphysically denotes going within. And you can repeat after me, either aloud or in your hearts. Islam.
Islam.
Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
God.
And my salvation.
My salvation.
By night.
By night.
And by day.
By day.
Through his holy prophet.
Holy prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew Ali.
Ameen. All righty, guys. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all. When you go to get your victuals, make sure you eat good to feel good. However, make sure it's also healthy for you. Convert that energy. Affirm positively over it, so that it will do you good. When you go to rest and recharge later, make sure you rest and recharge well. And with that being said, guys, we love you all. This is where I am Brother Sean, say on behalf of 7HealStar, I'm Brother Hasan Ghazio Bey. This is Brother Sean Ali Mel on behalf of Brother Corey Bey, the Exalted Cyclops, the Sauce Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, and Brother R. Muwaba Bey. This is where we say to you all, namaste, 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 Islam, 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 y'all. Peace and love. Peace.